All right, well, welcome back to our second video as we prepare for the Vine in August 2019. One of the things that we'll be centering on this video is our security procedures. Obviously, our kids are incredibly valuable. They have to be protected. They have to be safe. And there's been countless reports out about churches who don't do a good job of taking care of their kids. They don't do a good job of protecting them. And so it's something that we've really got to make sure we're vigilant on. Security procedures can sometimes be difficult to implement, can be tough to kind of hold the line, but we're going to walk through what we expect and what we need. And I think we've got a system in place that we can actually execute and keep our kids safe, but we got to have everybody on the same page on that. So what I want to start with is that we'll have security on duty at all times. That means that in the high school, we'll have someone on duty for the sprouts and the branches, and over at the church building, we'll have somebody on duty for the seeds. We have standardized the check-in. The hub is really good for that. And so we make sure that when people come to pick up their kids, they have to be showing us that card, right? I know that it makes you feel like the bad guy if somebody doesn't have the card, to make them get their driver's license out and show that. But that's something we've got to be doing, all right? This semester, we're not going to allow kids to walk across the parking lot from the church to from the school to the church, even if we know mom and dad really well. It's just a liability situation that we don't want to get into. So mom and dad need to come pick up the kids, and they need to have that ticket that gets kicked out by the hub for them. The other nice thing about standardizing that check-in procedure is that you've got one point of entry, one point of exit. So the school building, it's the door at the circle around there where the flagpole is at. It's really helpful for us. All other doors are going to be locked because there's only one way in, one way out. Security is at that location. Everything comes and goes out of there. We've established a secure campus in that way. At the church building, for the seeds down in Kidstown, it's obviously there's a couple of ways in, so it's not like you can lock all of the doors, but we'll have security at the counter there, and so you've still got a secure location going in where there's one way in, one way out, and that's the procedure that we use on Sunday morning. It's not a surprise to you. I think most of you know how that works. That's thinking about security as a specialized task that someone has. But there's another way of looking at this that I think is equally important, and that's to say that security is everyone's job. Security is your job. Security is my job. Security is everyone's job. That means everybody who is working with our children is background checked. That means they filled out the application. We've run those clearances to make sure that our kids are in a good place. All right. That means that especially with the sprouts and the branches, when kids first get to the Vine, one of the major areas that we need security oversight is actually in the gym, right? The gym should never, ever, ever be unsupervised with kids in it. Okay, so if you're wondering, it's 5:45, a couple kids are here early, what do I do? Your default should be, hey, let's head to the gym and let's hang out there. And if there's a specific job that Justin needs us to do, I'll come find you and I'll ask you to do that. But we need to make sure we've got oversight in the gym, because were there to be an injury, first off, a lot of times you can see that those injuries are preventable by kids are starting to get a little too rowdy, and just a little bit of intervention can keep that from happening. But that's a massive area of oversight where we say security is everybody's job. When you're transitioning from game time to large group to small group to dismissal, we want the leaders to think about bookending those transitions. That means you got one leader who's in front and they're leading the whole group, and you got another leader who says, I'm going to be the caboose. Nobody gets behind me. So leaders, you're bookending transitions, because security is everybody's job. And with that model, you're going to keep kids from running out too far, and you're going to keep somebody from lagging behind, and you're going to have eyes on the whole thing so that nobody can duck down the wrong hallway. Okay? So you're going to bookend our transitions. Another way of thinking about this is just to embrace the policy of see something, say something. If you see something that seems off, just say something. Come and talk to me. Shoot me a quick text or give me a call, right? There shouldn't be doors that are unlocked and open. We just talked about single point of entry, single point of exit. So if you see doors that are propped open, hey, that looks off. I see something, I'm going to say something, because security is everybody's job. Bathroom procedure can be a delicate one for us. How are we supposed to proceed here? As we talk through security, we've got our child security policy that is attached to the customizable training on Right Now Media. It's actually right below this video. I'm going to ask that you read that. It's only about 5 pages, but that will frame in a lot of our procedures there. And that's actually a requirement that I need you to read that before Sunday night, August the 4th. But let me just talk through a couple of the high points on the bathroom procedure. Again, these are in the policy, and you'll read that before too long, hopefully. But it's this. Guys, you need to take the guys to the bathroom. Okay, so a lady is not going to take a boy, even as a 5th grade boy, like, nope, you're not going to take him. A guy will take a guy, a girl will take a girl. Wait outside the bathroom. Right, there's no need for us at this point in 99% of the times to go into the bathroom. We're talking about 5, 6-year-olds. They should be able to take care of their business. And so we just go in. It would be helpful to make sure, though, that nobody is in the bathroom. Right, so clear that space as you head into to the bathroom. Just make sure there's nobody back in there. Obviously, don't go in the bathroom in the case of an emergency. Kid says, hey, whatever happened, and you need to go in and help them out. Okay, so one, make sure you prop that door open. Make sure you encourage the kid to take care of the need themselves. Hey, you can do this. It'll be all right. Just get wiped, and we'll talk to mom and dad about it. But give a couple, 2, 3 good verbal cues in there, encouraging the child to take care of their issue themselves. A lot of times they'll be able to do that, and it saves you the tough spot of, do I step in? What do I do? What do I not do? There are going to be some times, though, where you actually do need to step in and provide some assistance. And the key here is you want to do as little as possible. All right, so what we want to do is when we go to the bathroom, we don't want to go just you and one other child. So bring at least a second child. And it's because of the rare situation where you actually would need to help out. Usually it's with wiping or something. Maybe a kid had diarrhea and there's a big mess and needs some cleanup help. But those kinds of things. Maybe there's just a big mess in the bathroom and the kid is tripped up and doesn't know what to do there. But as you prop the door open and there's an additional child with you, you're giving yourself layers of accountability, right? Layers of accountability are crucial here. You're going to go and you're going to assess the situation, what needs to be done, and the minimum that can be done is what you're going to do, okay? And so then we'll help the child out, we'll get out, and then if you had to step into the bathroom, I'd like you to notify myself. Hey, just come and find me. It doesn't have to be, within 30 seconds. We can talk about that at dismissal time, but make sure you come and talk to me and say, hey, Jill had to go to the restroom. She called, she needed some help, and what we found was there's a lot of water on the floor and she'd actually slipped and fallen, but I did have to step into the bathroom, and I want you to be aware of that. You don't know what kids will say to mom and dad, and so that if mom and dad come to me, I could say, oh yeah, our leaders did a phenomenal job. Jill actually slipped, and here's the things we do to make sure she's staying safe. We're really sorry about the issue there. But it just puts up extra layers of accountability that will protect you and will protect our kids. So security is really important. We have security people on duty all the time, but security is everybody's job. And there's some structural things with the way we do check-in that will help with security, but there's also some informal things where it's just, hey, see something, say something. Recognize that this is your job. Like I said, please read through the policy that's listed right below this video. And if you've got questions, obviously we're happy to talk about those. But kids are super valuable. We have to keep them safe. That's one of our highest priorities. And we appreciate your efforts in working towards that together.